potentially your Bakoli's. Because Bakoli's you can catch him, you can find his chin. FA Jagba had a lot of joy against
Mm,
Martin Bakoli early on in that fight. Even an FA
mm,
Jagba,
mm.
that sort of level, I think, would make sense to come back against. And then if you can beat them, then you're right back in the mix at the top of the division again.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a third
I
Usyk
like the
fight.
Ajagba fight. I
Yeah,
like the Ajagba fight. I don't think Ajagba would take it unless there's a lot of money, but I quite like that. It's quite similar stylistically. I
yeah,
mean, it might complement each other quite
yeah,
well. Both hit hard, good right hand. Yeah, I mean that it wouldn't. Jagba's not a massive name, Seth, but
no.
that would be, you know,
I,
up there.
I think that fight could make sense. And I think it could be a decent payday for a Jaguar as well. They do it in the O2. If you could sell out the O2, that's more than a decent payday for both guys. And like I said,
And what
stylistically,
if the Jagba won? It puts him on the map, Seth, doesn't it?
it does. I mean, he's sort of halfway there because the fight against Bakoli, was that a draw?
Yeah,
That was a draw
yeah.
because
Well,
Bakoli,
I thought a Jagba snuck a win actually,
as
but
did
yeah,
I.
I think it was a draw. Yeah.
Yeah, as did I. So I think they either want to run that back, but I'm not hearing many talks about a Bakoli via Jagba 2 rematch. So if both guys want to
Mm,
move on, then a Jagba could fight Daniel Dubois. Even Bakoli could fight Daniel Dubois. I think both guys would be exciting fights. But it's a
yeah,
sort of fight where after a loss against Usyk, you really need to see what Daniel Dubois has left in the tank, really. And
yeah,
there's no point in him
yeah.
really facing a European or British level fighter, and maybe banging them out in 2 or 3 rounds and then going back to world level because it's
Um,
just too much of a jump between competition, in my opinion. But I don't
yeah.
mind the idea of him facing someone who's just on the fringes of the top 10. We'll talk about Moses soon because Moses has broken into that top 10 and knocked Ejagba out of the ring top 10. That is.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but yeah, it really depends. It really depends on the opponent. I'd like to see them do that. Have someone fringe top 10 and then get him back in there. Honestly, it's difficult because Usyk's got all the belts. That's
mm,
the problem. What are you going to do? Have him become a mandatory and then fight Usyk for the third time and lose again? You know,
well, yeah, exactly. Well,
unless Usyk
Usyk's probably going
retires.
to retire within
Yeah,
the next year or two anyway,
yeah.
which I hope he does.